So for our lesson for today, we have to tackle the skeletal system and the muscular system. That is musculo-skeletal system. So what is the important question here? So first, we have what is the role of the skeletal system? And we have also for the muscular system, what are the different types of muscles and their functions? So on the latter part of our topic, we're going to discuss all of this. So stay tuned. So different organs of the body parts and functions of musculoskeletal system. So musculoskeletal system is like a frame. So alam naman natin pag sinabi nating frame, ito yung kumbaga sa bahay, ito yung magsisilbing haligi natin para ito ay tumayo. So it gives your body shapes and support. So para din magkaroon tayo ng shape sa ating katawan at sumuporta doon sa ating mga muscles, sa ating mga vital organs or internal organs natin. Para tayo ay makapunta sa kung saan man gusto natin. Some bones protect some vital parts or internal organs of your body. Some bones enable the body to make different movement. So, pwede tayong pumunta or makagawa na circular. Pwede yung movement na katulad sa door, bukas-sara, and so on. So, in the bones in the head, fixed joint ang tawag doon. So, hindi na siya naigagalaw. So, the bones forming the head is the skull or cranium. It is like a built-in helmet. So, without this bone in the head, pwedeng magkaroon ng injury yung brain natin sa ulo. Pag natamaan lang ng bola, pwede tayong mamatay. It's made up of 8 bones that have grown together. So, yung nagko-connecta doon or yung guhit doon sa bones natin sa head, ang tawag doon ay suture. So, makikita natin yun mamaya. So, we have the skeletal system is the framework of the body. So, it is composed of the bones, bone marrow, and joints, cartilage, and ligaments. So, yan yung ating skeletal system. So, we have here a bones and muscles. So, this is the illustration of our bones and muscles. So, makikita nyo, sa left side is yung bones and the right side is yung muscles. So, the bones support and give shape to the body. So, we have here the musculoskeletal system that composed of many muscles and bones. It lets you move your body parts and go from one place to another. So, without the bone, hindi tayo makakapunta sa gusto nating puntahan. Halimbawa, pupunta tayong SM. So, without the bone, hindi tayo makakatayo agad-agad. Para tayong squid. Yung squid, alam niyo yung squid na wala kasi siyang bones, yung squid na yan. So, hindi tayo makakapunta agad-agad sa gusto nating puntahan. So, the human skeleton have got an internal skeleton. So, ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng internal? Ibig sabihin ng internal ay sa loob. So, sa loob ng katawan natin, meron tayong binubuo ito ng 206 different bones. So, pagdating naman sa baby, meron itong more than 300 bones. So, the skull protects the brain, of course, para hindi madurog yung ating brain. It is hard and strong, but it can be cracked if you receive a severe blow. So, yun yung ibig sabihin, no? So, here are the functions of the skeleton. So, first, it supports the body and helps to keep it shape. So, without the bones, ganito ang magiging itsura ng ating katawan. So, ito, nahiwalay lang yung kanyang buto. Ganito yung itsura natin without the bones. So, para makatayo tayo, kailangan natin ng buto. Okay? So, number 2, it protects the body's soft organ like the brain, the lungs, and the heart. So, without the brain, yung skull na to, maaring kapag natamaan lang tayo ng bola, eto, madurog itong brain natin. So, mas maganda na merong nagpoprotekta sa atin sa ating mga soft organs like yung brain, yung ating mga bituka, yung ating heart, yan yung kinagandahan na meron tayong brain. So, kapag walang tayong brain, mahihirapan tayong mabuhay. Yan ang katotohanan. Kaya kailangan ingatan natin ang ating mga buto. Bones can move because they are connected to muscles. So, without the bones, hindi tayo makakapunta. Katulad ng SM. Hindi tayo makakapunta doon. Sa palengke, sa kung saan mang lugar. So, kailangan ang bones natin ay pag-ingatan. Movement is another function of the skeleton. So, yung bones natin dito can be different shapes and sizes. So, meron din siyang mga iba't ibang shape and sizes. There are long bones, short bones, flat bones, and cylindrical bones. So, ito yung long bones natin. Meron din tayong short bone. Meron tayong irregular bone. And we have also flat bone. So, yan yung different shapes and sizes ng ating mga buto. So, may tinatawag din tayong, sabi nga natin kanina, we have longest bone, short bone, irregular, and so on. So, ito yung pinakamahabang bone natin sa katawan. Ang tawag doon ay femur. So, tandaan natin, F-E-M-U-R, femur. So, ito yun ay makikita sa ating hita. Pinakamahabang bone or the longest bone in the body. So, dito tayo sa pelvis naman. Yung pelvis natin is the biggest bone in the body. So, ito makikita natin banda sa ating tagiliran, sa ating bandang taas ng ating hita or dito sa part na yan. So, yan yung pelvis na tinatawag natin. That is the biggest bone in the body. So, kung meron tayong longest bone, which is yung femur, and we have the biggest bone, which is yung pelvis, ito naman ay tinatawag natin the smallest bones in the body. So, ang tawag dito ay ear bones. So, ano-ano ba yung mga bones sa ating ear? So, meron tayong malleus or malleus, hammer, incus, anvil, and stapes, yung stirrup natin na tinatawag. So, next naman is, we can put the human bones into 3 groups. First is yung bones in the head. Second, bones in the extremities or arms and legs. And third, bones of the torso. So, yun. So, ito yung head natin, ito yung extremities natin, ito yung trunk. So, ito yung sa third one. So, we have here the skull or the cranium. So, yung cranium natin or yung skull natin ay may mga parts. So, yung here, ito sa noon natin, ang tawag dyan ay frontal. Pagdating naman sa may bandang likuran natin or sa middle skull natin, ang tawag doon ay parietal or parietal. So, next one, yung sa may bandang likod natin, occipital. Then, yun sa may bandang batok natin, which is yung temporal. Yung ating sa may bandang chin, ayan, yung sa may bandang baba, mandible ang tawag. Then, maxilla or maxilia, ito yung tawag natin sa may bandang taas ng ating ngipin. So, yun yung different parts ng ating skull. So, we have the bones in the torso. First is yung spine. Second, the sternum and the ribs for the third one. So, yung ating spine is formed by 33 vertebrae. So, ito yung composes of 33 vertebrae natin. So, ito yung isa. 1, 2, 3 hanggang 33. So, pagdating naman dito, ito naman yung mga parts ng ating buto. We have the skull that protects our brain. We have the rib cage that protect our heart, liver, our itong mga bituka natin, and so on. So, yung spinal column natin, ito, delikado rin yan na ma-injured. Kasi, may mga cases na napaparalyze kapag hindi, pag ito ay na-damage. So, yung pelvis natin is the biggest bone in the body. Then, yung femur is the longest bone in the body. So, dito tayo sa kabila, sa kanan, yung clavicle natin. Yung clavicle natin is yung tinatawag nating collarbone. Scapula, itong sa part na to. And then, humerus, ito yung humerus natin sa kamay. Then, yung ulna, ito yung nasa likuran natin. Then, yung radius, ito yung nasa harapan. Then, fibula, of course, yung sa bandang likuran. Then, tibia, yung bandang sa harapan na buto. So, yun yung mga parts natin ng bones. So, the bone marrow produces red blood cells. So, ito pala yung nagpo-produce din ng ating red blood cells. So, without the red blood cells, mahirap na mawalan nito kasi pwede ka magkaroon ng leukemia. So, yung buto na to, nagpo-produce siya ng red blood cells. So, ito yung marrow, itong reddish na to. Then, this one is the spongy bone, itong whitish na to. And, yung nakapalibot dyan is the cortical bone. So, the joint is a place where two bones meet. So, alam naman natin, kaya nga naigagalaw natin yung ating mga buto, it's because of the help of our joint. So, sabi dito, the joint is a place where two bones meet. So, ito yung mga example natin ng mga joints. So, pag-aaralan din natin yan later on. So, yung diagnostic, ito yung mga tumitingin ng ating mga x-ray. Kung sakaling magkaroon ng injury ang ating buto. So, sila yung nangangalaga dito. So, procedural, diagnostic, and laboratory tests. Performing internal examinations or the use of x-ray scans and radiographs are often required to diagnose bones and muscle ailments. So, in the cartilage natin, yung cartilage natin covers the bones with the fluid to make the movement easier. So, kumbaga ito yung langis na nagpapagalaw doon sa ating mga buto. Or, syempre, di ba, yung pedal ng isang bisikleta, pag walang langis, hindi na nga makakagalaw. But then, parehas ito ng isang bisikleta. Pag walang langis, hindi rin siya makakagalaw. So, ito yung cartilage natin, which is yung articular, and ligamentum, itong part na to, yung soft tissues na to na whitish. So, ito yung cartilage natin. So, yan yon. So, nakakita na ba kayo ng paa ng manok? So, i-observe nyo yung paa ng manok na yon doon sa mga joints niya. So, makikita nyo, doon sa joints niya, pag break mo yon, makikita mo yung mga whitish na yan. So, ang tawag doon ay cartilage. Okay? So, next natin. Ligaments are connective tissues that holds the joints together. So, ito naman, para siyang goma. Di ba pag kumain tayo ng mga Adidas na tinatawag natin, yung adobong paa ng manok, makikita natin na parang meron siyang goma sa loob. Ang tawag doon ay ligaments. So, bundles of connective tissue that connects one bone to adjacent bone. So, ang tawag doon ay ligaments. The jawbone supports the teeth and gums, enabling us to bite and chew our food. So makikita natin tong part na to doon sa mandible, sa ating bandang panga or dito sa ating bandang chin, at yung masilya, which is yung sa may bandang taas ng teeth natin. So yun para makakagat tayo at makakain tayo ng ating mga kinakain. So the backbones or the spinal column holds your head and body straight. So itong backbones natin, which yung vertebrae natin na mayroong 33 pieces, ang tawag doon ay spinal column or backbones. Para naman makatayo tayo ng diretsyo at hindi tayo parang nakakuba. So it consists of 26 separate bones called vertebrae, with these made of cartilage. So the cartilage prevents these bones from hitting each other when you move. So we have the structure and function. So ito yung tinatawag natin na spinal column. So it consists of 5 sets of vertebrae. So una, yung cervical, which is yung 7 pieces. Thoracic, 12. Lumbar, 5. Sacrum, 5. Coccyx, 1. So dito, pag sinabi sa mga medical term, minsan sinasabi nila C7, T12, o T11, 12, and so on. So L5, S5, C1, or CO1. So may mga katawagan yan dito sa ating spinal column. Sabi dito, the vertebrae protect the spinal cord. There are 7 cervical, 12 thoracic, 5 lumbar, 1 sacrum, and 1 coccyx vertebrae. So ito yun. So iba-iba kasi sila ng mga medical explanation. So, merong 5, merong 1. So, depende yan sa kanilang explanation. So, if you look closely at one vertebrae, you will see a hole in its center through which the spinal cord passes. So, the vertebrae are separated by cartilage, which prevents these bones from hitting each other when you move. So, the backbone protects the spinal cord. Your backbone is your main support. So the vertebrae in your backbone let you move in different ways. So the skeletal system serves many important functions. It provides the shape and form of the body, support and protection, allows bodily movement, produces blood for the body, and stores minerals. So the number of bones in the human skeletal system is controversial topic. So sabi ko nga, iba-iba ng explanation ng ating mga medical themes. So, merong yung sacrum ay 5, meron naman nagsasabi na ang sacrum ay 1. So, sabi nga dito, controversial topic nga. So, humans are born with over 300 bones. So, pag pinanganak tayo, meron tayong higit sa 300 bones sa ating katawan. However, many bones fuse together between birth and maturity. So, ano ba yung sabihin ng fuse? So, nagdudugtong yan. So, pag tayo habang lumalaki, nadudugtong yung ating mga buto. So, nagiging 206 na lang siya. So, the number of bones varies according to the method used to derive the count. So, yun nga. While some consider certain structures to be a single bone with multiple parts, others may see a single part with multiple bones. So, sabi ko nga kanina, napaka-controversial ng ating mga buto. That's why, iba-iba sila na explanation. Meron naman single part, meron naman ding single part na merong mga multiple bones, meron din naman single bones na may multiple parts. So, hindi natin masyado pang ma-explain further. So, we have 5 general classifications of bones. These are long bones, short bones, flat bones, irregular bones, and sesamoid bones. So the human skeleton is composed of both fused and individual bones supported by ligaments, tendons, muscles, and cartilage. It is a complex structure with two distinct divisions: the axial skeleton, which includes the vertebral column, and the appendicular column. There are types of joints. So we have types of synovial joints. When we say synovial joints, freely movable. So kahit saan igalaw or maigalaw. Yung joints na to can be divided into 6 groups depending upon the way they move. So unahin natin yung ball and socket joint. So saan ba itong makikita itong ball and socket joint? So ito sa bandang pelvis natin and dito sa ating shoulder. So, di ba maigagalaw natin siya into pa-circular, pwede rin siya. So, yan yung ball and socket joint. Yung hinge joint naman, hanapin natin, ito naman yung hinge joint natin. So, alam naman natin, pag ginalaw natin yan, front, backward lang ang kanyang pwedeng may galaw. Pwede, kasi naman kapag pa-circular natin, ito na yung nag-move dyan. So, ito, front and backward siya. Okay? So, pivot point, joint naman is yung dito sa ating bandang mandible side. Papunta doon sa bandang esophagus natin. So, ito yun. Then, yung gliding joint, which is ito, gliding. Yan, yung blue side na yan. That is gliding. Saddle joint naman, ito. Parang parehas po yung sa saddle joint tsaka sa gliding joint. So, yan, makikita natin yan. So, condyloid joint, ito sa bandang wrist side. So, ito yung first type natin ng joints. Ball and socket joints. So, ito yung sabi natin kanina, makikita natin yan dito sa ating shoulder and doon sa ating pelvis. So, ito yung example niya. Katulad sa doorknob, diba, naiikot-ikot natin siya. From left to right, right to left. So, yun yung example. Pabilog siyang side. So, is allowed the greatest range of movement. So, napakalaki naman talaga ng movement ng kaya ng ball and socket joint. So, in this type of joint, head of bone is fits into a socket of another bone. So, held together by ligaments and tendons. So, example, in shoulder and hip joints natin. So, dito sa side na to, then dito sa side na to. Two main ball and socket joints, shoulder and hip joints. So, maliwanag sa ball and socket joints. So, next naman natin yung hinge joints. So, yung hinge joints natin is yung example nito yung sa door natin, yung bukas, sara, bukas, sara. So, yan lang yung kaya ng ng joints na to. Is allow flexion and extension with only a small amount of rotation. So, hindi siya katulad ng ball and socket joints na malaki talaga yung kanyang rotation na nagagawa. So, pwede siyang umikot-ikot. So, example nito, yung sa part ng elbow, yung knee, yung ankle, yung finger, and then yung toes. Yan yun. So, example of hinge joint, elbow, and knee, toes. So, itry nyo yung sa elbow natin, di ba? Ito, bukas, sara, knee. Ganun din. Ankle, finger, toes. So, yun yung hinge joint natin. Yung pivot joint natin is allow only rotation. So, paikot, ikot. So, may bandang ulo kasi. So, ikot ng ating ulo. Di ba pag nag-exercise, ikot, left, then right. So, yun lang yung kanyang kayang gawin. So, example nito, proximal and distal ratio, ulnar joint. So, yan yun. Pag nag-exercise, ikot sa kanan, ikot sa kaliwa. So, yan lang yung pwede niyang gawin. So, iti-twist lang yung ating ulo, papunta sa kanan, sa kaliwa. Thigh both joint ang tawag doon. Next one is yung gliding joint naman. Yung gliding joint, in this joint, the articular surface of bone, it looks flat and move in the another bone in sliping or sleeping movement. So example, sternoclavicular joint and joint blocking of carpal and tarsal bone. So we have saddle joints. Yung saddle joints natin allow the movement of the joint forward and backward and right to left. So makikita natin yan dito sa ating pulsuhan. Yung tinatawag nating wrist joint. So pwede siyang igalaw-galaw natin kamay natin, move forward, backward, left, right. So pwede siyang maigalaw. Ang tawag doon ay saddle joint. Yung ating condyloid joints or condyloid joints, this allows for movement in all directions. However, full rotation siya. Okay? So, makikita rin natin siya dito banda sa ating pulso. Or pwede rin siyang makita sa metacarpophalangeal joint. Sa ating banda dito sa ating mga finger side na metatarsal and phalangeal joints. So, yun yung condyloid joints. So, dito naman tayo sa muscular system. So, yung muscular system natin is composed of soft and elastic muscles. So, ano ba yung meron sa muscles natin? There are more than 600 muscles all over the human body. So, muscles are made of muscle cells. These cells can contract and relax. So, muscles contract and relax to make your body parts move. So, syempre, pag ginalaw natin yung ating mga muscles, pag tumayo tayo, then doon nagkakaroon ng contraction. Kasi, na-move na yung ating mga buto. Pag naman nakaupo tayo, nare-relax yung ating mga muscles. So, yan yung sinasabi na cells can contract and relax, or muscles can contract and relax. So, when a muscle contracts, it becomes shorter. So, nakikita naman natin sa picture, pag yan to ang ginawa natin, ito yung time na lumiliit yung ating mga muscles. So, kasi nagko-contract yung ating mga muscles dito. But when a muscle relaxes, it becomes longer. So, pag ganito na yung ating muscle, ito yung time na nakarelax yung ating mga muscle. At ito yung nagiging mahaba yung ating muscles. So, again, contract, shorter, relax, longer. So, ito yung different parts ng ating mga muscles. So, ito yung trapezoid, pectoral, deltoid, abdominal, oblique, and yung quadriceps natin. Yung deltoid natin, ito yung sa part na to, pectorals, biceps, and abdominal. So, ayan yung mga parts ng ating muscles. So, makikita naman natin dito yung clavicle. Ito yung sa part ng bones. Kasi nga musculo-skeletal tayo. Ito yung part ng bones. Ito naman yung part ng muscles. So, clavicle, ito yon yung part na to. Scapula, humerus, ulna, radius. Okay? So, ito yung trapezoid, deltoid, triceps, and gluteal. So, yung gluteal natin, ito yung pinakamalaman natin sa may puwetan. Yan. Yan yung gluteal na tinatawag. We have types of muscles. So, yung una natin, yung smooth muscles, cardiac muscles, and skeletal muscles. So, ito yung example natin ng smooth muscles. So, makikita ito sa internal organs natin, yung ating liver, yung ating mga bituka, yan yun. So, yung cardiac muscles naman, makikita naman natin to sa heart. So, alam naman natin, pag sinabing cardiac, diba? Heart ito. So, yung skeletal muscles natin, makikita ito sa ating mga leg sides, ating mga buto. So, nakakabit siya. So, skeletal muscles siya. So, ano-ano ba yung mga structure and function ng muscles natin? So, sabi ko nga kanina, yung muscles, kapag nag-contract siya, nagiging maliit, naging short. And kapag na-extend naman siya, ito naman yung part na kung saan ito ay nagre-relax. Okay? So, again, ang ating skeletal muscles ay voluntary. So, kapag pinagalaw natin ito, saka lang ito gagalaw. Then, we have smooth or visceral, which is involuntary. Then, yung ating last, yung cardiac muscle. So, yung smooth muscles natin, they are muscles found in the stomach, intestines, and bladder. So, they contract and relax to digest the food we eat. So, ito yung nagko-contract natin. Kung mapapansin mo sa mga videos sa Facebook, pag pumapasok ang pagkain, medyo naiipit siya. So, para ma-digest ng ating katawan. So, ang tawag dun sa mga nag-iipit na yon ng muscles ay smooth muscles doon sa ating bandang tiyan. So, cardiac muscles naman, your heart is made of cardiac muscles. So, ito yung ating heart, which are found only in the heart. So, a cardiac muscle is a type of involuntary muscle, which is muscle you cannot consciously control. So, syempre, ito ay nasa loob ng ating katawan at itong muscles na to ay hindi natin makokontrol. So, as cardiac muscles contract and relax, they pump blood through your heart and through vessels throughout your body. So, bakit nasabing muscles ito? Kasi, nagpapump ito ng blood. So, kaya naman nagkakaroon tayo ng pag-ikot ng ating dugo at saka ng oxygen sa ating katawan. So, pag hindi na ito nag-pump, nako, ibig sabihin nun, patay na yung isang tao. So, kailangan mahalaga rin tong muscles, cardiac muscles na to para tayo ay mabuhay. So, ito naman yung skeletal natin na tinatawag, muscles that are attached to bones, which are skeletal muscles. The skeletal muscles are also called voluntary. So, ito, nakokontrol natin yung paggalaw. So, voluntary muscles are muscles that you can consciously control. So, skeletal muscles are attached to bones by tendons. So, ito yung tendons na tinatawag natin. Ito naman yung buto. So, ito, para siyang goma na kung saan nakakabit siya by using glue. So, example lang natin yun. Ito siya. Ito yung tendons na tinatawag para magalaw natin at makapunta tayo sa dapat nating mapuntahan. So, that is skeletal muscle. So, ito yung muscle, ito yung tendons. So, muscles have got different shapes. So, we have long muscles, flat muscles, circular muscles. So, like sa long muscles natin, like the ones in your legs. So, ito yon. Ito yung makikita natin sa ating mga legs. Flat muscles naman, ito naman yung nakikita natin sa ating mga mukha. Circular muscles naman, ito naman yung nakikita natin sa ating mga shoulders, sa ating arms. Ito yon. Okay? So, yung joints natin are places where two or more bones are connected. So, nakikita daw to sa ating mga buto. Nakakonekta ito. So, there are three types. Unang-una yung fixed, then semi-movable, or movable. So, yung fixed natin, they cannot move. Kasi nga, pag sinabing fixed, yun na talaga yung kanyang kinalalagyan. Pag sinabi nating semi-movable, pwede siyang gumalaw, pwede ring Pwede rin, kung nakakagalaw siya, pero in a little movement only. So, vertebrae yon. Movable naman, they can move a lot. Example nito, yung elbows natin, yung knees, tsaka yung shoulders. So, yun yung mga joints natin. So, paano ba natin mapapangalagaan yung ating bones and yung ating muscles? So, first, we have to eat foods with lots of calcium, phosphorus, vitamin C, and vitamin D. Next is get moving, exercise. Try to sleep on your back or on your side. Sit up straight. Bend your knees when you pick up heavy things and wear your rucksack properly. So, ito yung musculo-skeletal system, human skeleton, and our muscles. So, which includes the bones of the head, the bones of the trunk, the bones of the extremities. Yung muscles naman natin includes the muscles of the face, the muscles of the trunk, and the muscles of the extremities. So, ito yung fixed joint. Ito yung suture na tinatawag natin. Itong mga bitak-bitak na to, sutures ang tawag dito. Fixed joints. Naka-fix na siya, hindi siya pwedeng gumalaw. Ito yung semi-movable joint natin na tinatawag. So, a little bit, pwede siyang gumalaw. Ito yun. Ito yung makikita natin sa spinal column. Movable joint, ito yung pwedeng gumalaw. Ito yung makikita natin sa mga, sa shoulder natin. So, ito yung shoulder, elbow, hip, and then yung knee. So, yan yung movable joint. So, for learning task 1, you're going to start exploring the subject. So, answer the following questions. Write your answers on your answer sheets or on your paper. You're going to copy this, then answer across, down, and so on. Learning task 2, use the word below to identify parts of the skeleton. So, ito, ano ba yung parts na nandito? This one, what is the name of the part? So, ito yung pagpipilian natin. Learning task 3, match the parts of the skeletal system in column A with the functions in column B. You're going to copy all of this. The skull, spinal column, bones, hinge joint, ball socket.